Okay. So we've assumed the lean intro position.
We're ready to go.
Okay. Got last real session of week 3, then we go into deload, and then we're going to do, I think we have 2 or 3 more weeks up, 1 week deload, and we're ready for America. So it's coming up really fast. This session is some plyo, bag toss, because Strongman Corp doesn't want me to win, so they switched fingers out with 17-foot sandbag toss. So we got to see if can I podium or win a show that has sandbag toss. Jury's still out. We're going to figure that out. And then we got some stones, just like basically re-intro to stone series. Just going to do the first couple stones. And then some bro pump stuff, rehab for my arm, and cardio. So let's do it. Yeah, I don't like that. It's not my best look.
Spread it out.
Spread it out. Stretch it. We're going to get you opened up, boy. I hate it here.
Listen, I wanted Pingle Fingers. Give me this. Give me this bullshit. This is getting on your YouTube. We wanted Fingle Fingers real bad. And now it's raining in the Northwest and we have to practice sandbag toss. We don't like this. We are not having a good time.
Odds I missed the first throw with the 40.
All right.
Fairly high. 17's fairly high to start at. I got told we cuss too much on my YouTube.
Did you really?
Yeah, somebody commented, was like, you cuss too much. I was like, okay, we'll cuss a little less.
Oh, easy.
Cool.
Already better than expectation.
Already better. We're not zeroing. Yeah, I'm just gonna probably do,
Oh.
it's quite the puddle.
Oh no.
I'm just gonna do like 1 of each, and then we'll do a series.
Sounds good.
Get a little closer now. All right. We don't completely suck.
Made some progress since the UK. The UK is single hand throw?
Yeah,
Okay.
it's a Highland game style.
Yeah.
All right, we're not screwed.
That was a good warm up.
Okay, so the bags, the actual bags are 45, 47, 50, 52. So
What was that?
that was 40 through 47.
Okay.
So I gotta grab the 50. I'll just take this first one easy.
Okay.
Cool.
Nice.
Not useless.
You cleared the first, what, three?
First 3 by
pretty
a lot.
easily.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just the last one.
So I gotta do, cut out the 42, 52, 55.
Okay.
It's possible.
Yeah. What was the last one you used through?
50?
Okay.
And I kind of, when it gets heavy, I go instead of,
Oh, so that's why you hit the bar.
when it gets heavy, I struggle with my technique a little bit.
Okay.
Not bad though. want to throw like a 10?
Sure.
Okay, let me get it. I think I have a 15.
Okay.
We're way worse videographer than you.
You can kind of pan up as I toss.
Okay. So I would get...
Never done it.
Okay, so I would get the bag, like hinge at your hips, so your chest comes way down. The bag gets way behind you.
Yeah.
And then max height jump.
Like I'm not going to throw it, but like at the hips.
Way back. Yeah, just with a little more knee bend.
Okay.
Young Britain, 15 pounds. Whee!
Average man.
Average man.
Better.
Cool.
Yeah. You were leaving a little far away on the last bag because you had a lot of height loaded on the down.
That was my best on the 50. He said only 2 sets.
Okay.
I might hit a couple singles with 55.
Cool.
So
I've
if I don't make it, it's not making the YouTube video.
or
just edit it like, oh, he cleared it 10 times in a row.
I just cut to the like my 15 like on the side.
Whoa, look at that toss. Let's go, bitch.
Oh, way better.
I got it farther back.
Okay.
Cleared by 3 inches, that's a lot. 3 inches is a lot. Brian saw us, that'd be great.
Nice.
Yes! Yeah, we don't suck anymore. Okay, so I wanted to go over the way that I tape. I think this might not be what I do if I ever have like big heavy stones, like the way we had for Strongest Man on Earth, but for like series and like normal stonework, I do it like this. And for like really, really important days, I'll lay down I'll make sure everything's clean, dry completely. A really important spot to be dry is right here, especially if you're somebody who tapes or has sleeves, because all the sweat is going to run right here. And this is a really important spot for the tacky to stick. So as you do this process, you need to keep your hands and your arms dry, especially right here. But yeah, on a real heavy day, I have a brand of spray tack that I use, which I guess we could probably link that if we want to. Wow, our YouTube's very involved now. I don't have some right now. I'm not using it today. If I do a fairly good tape job with just the tape, I use Kramer tape. It's a very common like athletic trainer tape. I wouldn't get like cheap stuff from Sports Authority. You can buy this in like a 50 pack on Amazon. So the reason I go with athletic tape over like Gorilla Tape, I used to be very pro Gorilla Tape, and then I found that whenever my tacky would fail, Gorilla Tape is smooth and has no texture of its own. So it's almost worse once your tacky fails. This has its own texture and grit to it a little bit. So when things are slippy towards the end of a run, I feel like this is better than Gorilla Tape. So what I'll do, I'll flex my hand open, and on these pulls, I go out and then set it on so it's not super tight. I basically go half coverage all the way up. So I come out and I lay it on, flexing the hand open so that the forearm stays fairly big. Okay, so I've just gone up at that angle. Now I'm gonna go back at the other angle, slightly steeper. So there, that just locked in those 3 layers. And I go steep, steep, steep. So I just locked in all those layers. I'll get it all smooth. And then I will always end on the back of the forearm, so that's easy to find after tape. And then I would find that when I would just do something like this, it would slide down on me. So this is probably the most important part. So I saved this top third. I'll start about a third of the way down my tape. These I found that I can get away with being a little tighter. Okay. So I get a couple good wraps on the top of the existing tape to really lock onto it. And then I go all the way up to the elbow itself. and I go high on this outside edge because there's this wide part of the forearm. I want to get the tape above the wide part. That locks this from falling down. And I do one more like extra, and same thing, I end on the back, so that's easy to find after I get done doing stones. And throughout I'm checking, okay, is that so tight that it pulls on my bicep? No. So this is a pretty good tape job. Maybe a little too tight. This hand's a little purpley. But they're not all great. But yeah, that's the technique I use. I'm gonna do it again on the right, and we'll see how the stone session goes. Last week I was in the pawn shop. Yeah. When someone was doing stones, it sounds like bombs are going off. It's so funny.
I think the speakers flip out.
So that thud was not very loud.
No.
I think this spot is breaking.
Oh, in the floor?
Yes. Yeah.
For the last time. Yeah.
You know what? Yeah, we're gonna do a strength. I think I'm gonna go a double at 4 this time. Single and then a double at 4.
All right.
Yeah.
Math checks out, same way.
Take that.
Absolutely.
Same number of reps. All right.
That's the only math that matters.
You do that in the same time, 20 seconds.
Sick. Yeah, we're gonna win stones. We're gonna win stones. Coming for you, Dimitar.
You won't be able to find it on YouTube, man.
I know. But Dimitar has one more ASM than me, so Dimitar's the man to beat, not me.
I mean, so is Zach, so.
Dude, Dimitar looks strong as fuck right now. He looks so strong right now.
I think he's actually like taking care of himself.
Dude. His deadlift looks good, his yoke looks good, his press looks good. I'm excited to beat Dimitar. Sharp as shit. You want the goop? Goop on?
No, the goop. Let's go. Tub.
Dude, they're not paying me nothing. Keep them up on YouTube.
What is it?
Quality product since 1949. It contains an exclusive spot out formula not found in any other hand cleaner, detergent, spot remover, or pre-soak.
Wow.
Non-toxic.
I don't like this at all. This feels gross.
It's really good though.
Guys should go to America this throw. Just the tiniest bit closer. But your head's nowhere close to the crossbar.
Alright, we're doing it.
It's possible.
Book the flights.
We're going to Vegas. We're going to Vegas. We call these strongman power cleans. Honestly, they're a great option for working triple extension, especially if an athlete like doesn't know how to snatch or clean. And also, it's a very similar pattern to a lot of things you do in strongman, like sandbag to shoulder, stone extensions, even like picking up the Husafel, stuff like that. So I put these bands on because if I don't, I want the accommodating resistance, but also I don't want to like throw and catch. I still will do some of that if I hit the top hard, but the goal is to like drive through the full foot and keep the hips straight under me as long as I can, and then bring the toes and hip extension. Most things, people will tend to go to the toes early, bring the hips early, and extend short instead of getting everything out of their legs. My first 2 sets of stones, I probably went to the toes too early. Third set of stones was great. Kept the heels down. So this, I'm gonna try to mimic that pattern. And this just allows me to get some more reps without doing a ton of stones.
But you can't.
I feel like there's so much more energy and enthusiasm without Alec here.
No, for real. The sessions go so much quicker, so much. There's no like.
We're just doing great.
No random talking in the middle
Yeah,
of the
Alec
session.
guy really keeps us down. I've started to think of these in terms of like percentage of your max stone, like a stone that you could load cleanly. I still want these to be relatively explosive. So like last week, I had the bands. I went like 295 for my week 1 as far as my weight goes. This week I'll go like 315. So we're still in like the probably 55, like 50 to like 70% of like your stone weights. When you're really peaked, I've done these as high as like 4 plates. That changes into kind of a different speed quality. It'll be slow at the bottom, still a little bit of pop at the top. But yeah, like when you start out, you should be doing maybe like 50, 60% of what you do on like a heavy stone. And last week was 3 sets of 3 with like 90-second rest, like classic like speed work style reps with like timed rest. I'm gonna do the same thing this week, 3 by 3, time rest. I'm gonna do 3 plates, but I'll do warm up here.
Those suck. What? Those just look like they're.
It's a lot of gas.
Not fun.
You wouldn't do like sets of like 8. You could, there is a time you could, but like for what I'm trying to do, sets of like 2 or 3 is plenty, because after 2 or 3, the speed quality kind of diminishes.
Yeah.
And then you're just battling like muscular fatigue. That's not really what I'm after. I'm just trying to hit this pattern as hard as I can. The time rest will make, obviously, the final set a little harder than the first set, but I don't want it like muscular fatigue or my cardio to be the thing that's the limiting factor. Okay. Yeah, I just maxed your audio.
I don't know if it maxed out or didn't pick it up because it just didn't get that loud.
Okay. It's one of those lifts I just have to like grit.
Yeah.
It's like it's 100% effort or nothing.
Yeah, that makes sense.
One more. One more. I'm having a hard time keeping my heels down.
Yeah.
I'm really wanting to rock to the toes today. But it's like as you get fatigued in your legs and your back, that's why that is the natural pattern that people divert to. Mm-hmm. When the back, the hips, all that stuff gets fatigued. Most people will let their hips shoot forward, and myself included. So I gotta really fight to keep my full foot down longer. So reason being, if you don't know, if your hips are behind the center line, they're properly loaded.
Oh.
If they're in front of the center line, hips aren't really loaded.
Okay.
So anything athletically, you kind of want to be somewhat behind the center line, or even with the center line, like a dip and drive.
Yeah.
But if you ever end up in front of the center line, the hips aren't properly working. And it's just, also, we want high extension on our stones, our sandbag to shoulder. I want to get all the way to knees and hips locked out in that good pattern. Then I could bring the toes, bring the hips, and now instead of, if the weight's way out in front of me, I bring my hips, they're just gonna trade places.
Uh-huh.
But if I have it as high as I can, and I can go above me, now I can rise to the toes. My hips come to center, the object comes to center. So you don't have to shoot under it. So you wanna get all the way with full foot and then go to your toes. On basically every strongman pattern, damn near every sports pattern, honestly. All right, one more. So this kind of work is kind of what we do in a first off-season phase. We're kind of just cramming in one more show with America's Strongest, but most of my other training is just this kind of short rests, lighter weights, getting blood in areas that hurt. So for me, buys, tries, elbows have been very uncomfortable. So I'm doing 4 rounds of like a close grip push-up, which I'm gonna do hands elevated because the tricep tendonitis has been getting to me. Bicep curls with some good holds, and straight bar push down, 4 sets of 10 each, just rolling, thinking more getting blood in areas and just muscular endurance. So let's do it. Oh, bitch. That's more comfortable. That's more comfortable. Like that's not good yet. Yes, sir. It's fine. That's weird. It's like the strength's there, but it's right across there. That is very uncomfortable. Just trying to get blood in there in ways that like pain under like a 2 or a 3. Getting to about round 4, keeping the reps quality sucks. They're getting a little slow. Worst curl technique ever. Bodybuilders tearing me apart. Curling as much as like a high school sophomore. Yeah, these are weird right now. I can't do any kind of real weight without pain yet, but I can press. So I'd rather be able to press than anything. But like, okay, it's a wrap. Good day.
Yeah.